talk about it again and again and again. What appears at the moment of seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. It's that which appears, but that which experiences has to be there each moment. Otherwise, what is now appearing cannot appear at all. Begin to consider that which is behind that which appears. There must be a reality experiences it, while what appears is visible object or sound. Because when they are not there, no seeing, no hearing at all. But at moment of sound appear, or visible object appears, there must be a reality which at that very moment experience it as it is. It is so very rapidly arising and falling away. So no time to think about that which experiences now, what is seen or appear or heard right now. That's why we begin to talk about it again and again to condition the moment of beginning to attend to the characteristic of that which is there from birth, experiencing whatever is there, no matter what, no matter through what doorway or no doorway at all. It's that which is there. But at moment when visible object appears, it does not appear. At moment of like or dislike appear, it does not appear. That which is a piece of experiences, the object for liking or attachment or aversion. No matter what is there in life, it's there all the time. Without it, nothing can appear at all. No word. That's why we begin to understand the truth. It's there hidden. Each moment, even right now. That's why the word about it can be conditioned to just think about it that it's there. But its characteristic does not appear because no thought about it. Just keep on thinking around about it, but it's not yet the moment of beginning to attain little by little, getting closer and closer to the innermost of life. That's why we learn to understand what is meant by different degrees of understanding. When it's just the intellectual understanding about the truth that it's there now, it's there all the time. It can condition moment of beginning to consider the moment, just even intellectually, before seeing, before what appears and appear right now, it's there already. But the object of experiencing is different by conditions. When there's no visible object imprinted on the eyebed, it still has the object from birth, arising and falling away, keep on experience only that object. But when time comes to experience the other object, it's there. The moment of what appears, it sees that object. It performs its function at the moment of birth. The piece of experiencing the object, no matter through the eye or the ear or the body, all depends on conditions. That's why beginning to attend naturally, unknowingly now, it conditions the moment of thinking about it more and more by conditions until it's time with patience, not to do anything, but to begin to understand by conditions, attending to the characteristics of that which experiences the object by conditions. That's why it takes quite a long time to be acquainted with that which is there, unknown, to be known, little by little. Gradually, there can be a little more understanding. So we come to the word again that how can there be the understanding of the meaning of the word without understanding? It's impossible, no matter what word. For example, the application of the vipassana, or it applies. What is that? Because the word is the word, but the understanding of the word, understand without thinking about the word, by way of the meaning or grammar or perfect language and so on, but to begin to understand. It is not like what is meant by application or apply, but what about it? Because it's there. When there's no word about it, it cannot have any understanding of the truth of it right now, that it sees or it hears or it thinks. So now, it's time to begin again and again and again to think that the reality which experiences the object cannot understand anything, but the understanding from hearing, considering, that mind about the word. But without the word, it cannot be understood. That's why beginning to understand the word which means the truth of what is there. For example, Citta is a cheese, it cannot understand. But another reality, hearing, considering what is there now, appearing, that what are there? Not just only one reality, but they are not known. It has to be only one moment of understanding a reality as it is. That's why understanding begins after consider what is heard carefully, but not enough at all, because it's just attending to the meaning about that which is there, not yet the moment of precisely understand what is there now, which we are talking about, until time comes to understand little by little that there is a reality at moment of what appears, and it's that which experiences that object. Understand the meaning of the experiencing, not just the word, but the reality which experiences, which knows, which condition that object to appear, because it experiences that. A little by little of understanding, condition the moment of getting closer a little bit to the truth of that which is there. That hasn't been appeared at all yet. But when time comes with patience and understanding from hearing, again, not just one time, again and again, until the attention begin to attend the characteristic on and on and on, until it's time to understand it directly, and that is patipatti. It understands directly the characteristic of that which is now there, unknown before. Only once is not enough. No matter how much moment in life, it's not enough, because ignorance and attachment and all kinds of kilesa have been developed or accumulated so much to hinder, to cover up the truth of what is there even right now, and just talk about it and get closer and closer to understand it. And that's why the understanding has different degrees. Now we are talking about the intellectual understanding will condition the moment of direct understanding, on and on and on, little by little, so gradually, until it is moment of realization, the truth, the vipassana-ñana. From what? Moment of understanding, little by little. And once it is vipassana-ñana, so very quickly, as rapidly as it's now. Not enough at all. That's why there must be conditions for that moment to arise, experience, not just only one more, but many, many moments by conditions. And before it can be such like that level of understanding itself, by conditions, unexpectedly, only by conditions. Who can manage or who can do anything for it to arise again? Impossible. And that is the understanding of the truth. To be patient so much. No one can imagine how much ignorance and kilesa hindered all the time until the understanding begins to understanding that without understanding what is there right now, it's impossible to let go the wrong understanding and ignorance. Even one heard a lot about this but never enough at all. The condition is not as much as the accumulation of akusala years and years and years ago. That's why the understanding gets stronger or firmer to understand that what is the now or any time is anatta, by conditions only, until, think about until, how long will it be? It's to naturally understand what is there in life little by little. And it knows that that is not enough. So do good deeds and know that without moment of kusala, there are moments of akusala all the time. That's why the understanding of the subtlety of reality right now, before it can be understood stage by stage until it appears again, not enough, again, not enough, until it becomes so very, very keen to understand what is there in daily life, common life, natural life, as it is. See how long will it take, but it has to be like this. Viriya Parami, Satya Parami, Kanti Parami, Nekama Parami, or Adidana Parami has to be there in order to let go attachment, which is so very tricky. And only Panya can understand how much is there in different form, which only Panya can see it, understanding it, how wisely it's hidden all the time in daily life. That's why there are many stages of understanding as vipassana-ñana and yata parinya and tirana parinya in life before there can be a little more understanding, which only understanding itself, letting go by itself naturally as much as it developed. So now it's the development of right understanding of what is there from the very beginning, understanding how subtle it is, how long it will take time to be truthful to what is there by condition, no one better. Because the clinging and wrong understanding, taking whatever is there as something or us, because no one there. So it's I, it's me who sees now. That's why, in order to understand the reality, which is the truth of experience and object right now, it's just like any reality, because even attachment is there. But it's taken from my attachment. And how many moments of attachment in a day? So how long? No one can imagine how long to let it go, little by little, so very gradually, secretly, deeply, subtly, see? But the firm confidence, condition the moment of be patient, not to try, not to hope, but to just understand what is there, because it appears already by conditions. It doesn't matter whether it arises and falls away how many moments. So what can appear naturally is only the nimitta of what is there, arising and falling away. So no one can imagine the truth, that it is just like that. This is the firm confidence of the truth, to let go. Even now we're talking about Citta, the chief of experiencing, even it does not appear, but it's the moment of beginning to understand. So each moment of understanding about the truth right now, no matter by way of intellect understanding or direct understanding or vipassana-ñana, it's not all the time, just very slowly, and then gone until it's strong enough, firm enough, keen enough, wise enough. At the moment when it understands whatever is there, it's just a different moment, different reality by condition. And that is not yet enough to let go, because the Ignorance and attachment is so enormous. Only Panya can understand. Without understanding what is there right now, naturally, by conditions, nothing can let go the idea of self or something. So we are talking about that which is there all the time. The experiencing begin to be object of attention, little, by conditions. Otherwise, if we don't talk about it at all, how can there be a moment of understanding that is that right now experiencing what appears each moment in life? And it has to be understanding gradually by the 3 degrees of understanding, the pariyatti, patipatti, and the pativeta. And this is the point of listening to the truth. Otherwise, ignorance cannot understand the truth of what is there now or any time at all.